So this is a Spectrum servo. Paid 140 quid for this servo 2 races ago. So it's done 2 races, and it's twitchy, where it'll always be on full lock, but then sometimes it changes its mind and doesn't go back to that full lock position. It's sometimes, it's not doing it now, but sometimes it stops about here. Yeah, there you go. So it's stopped in that correct position, but then if you turn, it goes right back there, and it's like it's constantly pulling, or it's like it's constantly trying to turn round. It's on full lock, you can't move the wheels. So basically this servo's fucked, there's something wrong with it. I've been going like this with it. I've just charged my battery up. I've got a Nanotech lithium 7.4 LiPo battery powering this, and I've never really been happy with this servo anyway. It's a nice it's a nice case and it looks nice, but it doesn't perform very well. It's quite slow. I had this Savox on here last year for a full season. There was also a second-hand Savox, and you can tell this is just so much quicker. And that was actually a steering servo. That was on my steering, and I've now got it as the brake and the throttle. And it's a lot quicker. It's just a very quick response from that servo. And I can go like that all day long with this servo. I don't get no twitch. And like I says, it's been used as a steering servo for a very long time. It's done 8 races and I've not had a problem with it. The only reason why I changed it was because I was getting fade about 20 minutes in or 15 minutes in, so I decided to change from the Savox to the Spectrum. Now this Spectrum, that is absolutely red hot. If I had my thermal temperature gauge with me, I don't have it at the moment. That you can't even touch that. It's so hot. It's so hot when I put spit on it, it evaporates. Look at that. Oh, I'm going to cool it down a little bit, but it's so hot you can't touch it basically. It's absolutely red hot. So that just must be a little bit of fade, but it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense why it wants to go to its full, like to the full turn. So it's not doing it there, but now it's doing it there. So I'm not happy with the money I've paid for this servo. And it's lasted 2 races, and it's just gone nuts. It's making a hell of a lot of noise as well. There's always lots of buzzing coming from it, and as you can see there, I think because of the heat as well, it's starting to fade a bit now. Because I've been going like this for a long time. I've been doing this for about a good 20 minutes now. Just going back and forth just to see how good it does. It's got to the point now it's not even moving. Look at that. It's died. Can you believe that? The Savox is still fine. I don't believe that. Ow! It is absolutely red hot. Boiling hot. So that was about 20 minutes of just going backwards and forwards, and it's just died on me. Oh, no, it's still, it's in a bad way, is that? That battery is freshly charged. That should last a weekend. I used to charge that up once, and my Savox would last all weekend. It would do an entire race meeting. So it's not that battery is full. I've just balance charged it up to the brim. So it's not that battery is full. I've just balance charged it up to the brim. So it's not that battery is full. I've just balance charged it up to the brim. So it's not that battery is full. I've just balance charged it up to the brim. So it's not that battery is full. I've just balance charged it up to the brim. So it's not that battery is full. I've just balance charged it up to the brim. So it's not that battery is full. I've just balance charged it up to the brim. So it's not that battery is full. I've just balance charged it up to the brim. So it's not that battery is full. I've just balance charged it up to the brim. So it's not that battery is full. I've just balance charged it up to the brim. So it's not that battery is full. I've just balance charged it up to the brim. So it's not that battery is full. I've just balance charged it up to the brim. So it's not that battery is full. I've just balance charged it up to the brim. So it's not that battery is full. I've just balance charged it up to the brim. So it's not that battery is these servos, these Spectrum servos, and this is the 9020 model, so this is the steering version. They're just shit. They're rubbish. They're unreliable. They've got no water protection. They fade out just as bad. You've just seen it there, massively fade out to the point where it doesn't work anymore. They do get very hot as well. So there you go. It's still a bit of something. Making some strange noises. This is a brca Clubman car, raced all last season, and it started again this season. It's a 2013 car. It's been totally rebuilt a couple of times now. I don't think hardly anything's original on it, to tell you the truth, apart from the bumpers and the diff casings, and that's about it. Yeah, but I'm not happy with the Spectrum servo. It is a shit servo. I think I'm going to go and have a look at the blue savox, and I might just go for a twin blue savox setup, just so I've got the power of both, plus also the blue one has quite high water resistance tolerance, so hopefully I can get a refund on this, because I've only had it 7 weeks. It got used for 40 minutes at the Zenoa Cup, where it performed okay, but it was still a bit slow, to tell you the truth. I was never really happy with it. And then at this the first round of the brca Nationals, it just gave me constant problems. Another racer called Jim Whitehead also had another Spectrum, and his died at the Zenoa Cup. So this is anybody who's wanting to buy a Spectrum, or was considering on buying a Spectrum 9020, don't buy one, because they're shit and they're really expensive. They cost £147, and I just don't think they're up to the job. Maybe for the brake and servo, but there's just not enough power. No, sorry, there's not enough robustness for this servo. It doesn't last, and the slightest little bit of water or damp or anything, because I think that's that's the only thing I can think what's caused it. But like I says, the savox, that has been through lots and lots of damp weather. I don't really drive my car in the wet, but there's always a bit of water here and there, and that's been soaked on previous occasions. That's just a standard savox. It's not even the water resistant version, and that has been a really good, strong, sturdy servo what's not let me down. But this thing has just been a total waste of money, time, and I'm hoping I can get a refund from Freeporn and probably exchange it for the savox.